Traditionally, the sonnet is a poem composed of 14 lines in iambic pentameter. The story of the form begins with what is known as the Italian, or Petrarchan sonnet. The Italian sonnet is composed of an octave, 8 lines, with rhyme scheme AB, AB, CD, CD. This is followed by a sestet of 6 lines, with corresponding scheme CDE, CDE. A volta, also known as a turn, occurs at the 8th line. This is to say that the octave poses a question that the following sestet answers. The theme of the Italian sonnet is that of idealized love. It was first used in the 13th century by the Italian poet Giacomo da Lentini, who was a notary in the court of the Holy Roman Emperor Frederick II. In the late 13th century, this form was further popularized by poets Guido Cavalcanti and Dante Alighieri. Dante is also well known for writing his Divine Comedy, titled Inferno. However, it would be Francesco Petrarca, born July 1304, that would bring the form to fame. Petrarch published a work titled Canzoniere, meaning songbook, containing 366 poems. 317 of these were written to a woman called Laura. Laura was known to be a married woman who Petrarch had little to no contact with. And little is actually known about Laura, as Petrarch primarily wrote to her objective beauty, as is the way with many Italian sonnets. This being said, Canzoniere became a European bestseller. With the popularity of Canzoniere, it was an inevitability that English poets would start to experiment with the form. Not 200 years later, in the 16th century, the form was adopted by Sir Thomas Wyatt and Henry Howard. English poets, however, began to alter the original Italian form to arrive at what is known as the English, or Shakespearean sonnet. The English sonnet has 3 quatrains, groups of 4 lines, with corresponding rhyme schemes AB, AB, CD, CD, EF, EF, and it ends in a 2-line rhyming couplet, GG. In the English form, there is a turn in the 12th line. This is to say that the couplet summarizes the main theme of the first 12 lines. Along with this, the English sonnet has themes of ironic or realistic love, and the form was of course popularized by the poet William Shakespeare, who is the namesake of the form. Shall I Compare Thee to a Summer's Day is a popular English sonnet written by Shakespeare, and it follows as such. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is his gold complexion dimmed, and every fair from fair sometime declines, by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of what that fair thou oust, nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his shade, when in eternal lines to time thou growst. So long as men can breathe, or eyes can see, so long lives this, and gives life to thee. Given that this is an English sonnet, we can see the main theme in the ending couplet. What Shakespeare is saying is that he, as the poet, and his poem, give the subject of the poem their eternal beauty. Here Shakespeare is making an ironic statement about art itself, saying that while artists claim to be immortalizing the beauty of their subject in their works, what they are really doing is immortalizing themselves.